Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Jarbar Dinky. I got beside me my buddy Max, my other buddy Spence, buddy down in the right corner, that's Rye, and you got a face to the name with all of them. We got Tronsky or Trent down in the corner, down in the left corner. That's my twin.
I look like him.
You do. He does. He looks like me. Welcome.
A lot like.
Before I get into it, I'd like to introduce. I already introduced us. We have something really special for you guys today. Something a little or very much different. Me and my pals have been talking about this for a while now. We've just been wanting to start up a podcast on pretty much the game of Siege, how it's changed our lives together, how it's changed our lives separately, and really we just, thanks to honestly Max and Spencer for getting the idea in our heads. We're kind of just putting it into action right now.
Shucks.
We've been meaning to go down to a radio station and get this going, but now since I have this platform that I stream on and I play Siege all the time, it's still a possibility. Look in the future, but now that I have this platform that I stream on almost every day, I thought, why not give it a whirl and see how it goes? So really, we're just here to have a good time, sit back and chat about our favorite games. It may not be Siege. Most of the times it's going to be Siege. And we hope moving forward that this podcast will not only help people maybe understand the game a little more, get some more knowledge on the game, but also just something people can come back and enjoy listening to bronze, silvers, golds, fucking sometimes plats, people that aren't godly at the game talk about how
never
we think the game is. But before we get into our plans for today, I wanted to give the reins over to one of the two that made this idea, just to give it a little context into the name. The Jungle Gym podcast comes from something in the game that we made up, and it wasn't my idea, so that's why I want to hand it over to them. Max or Spence, did you either agree on who wants to give a little context into the name?
We never really.
Oh, we said we were going to bounce back and forth, so.
Yeah, why don't you start and then I'll bounce off you.
For sure.
Okay, so basically it started because a lot of times there was a couple seasons in a row where we all kind of played a lot of the similar operators. I mostly used Legion, and then Trent would use Capcam, and Spence used Frost. And so we kind of coined the phrase that's the Jungle Gym trio of those three with all the trap ops. So ever since then, we've always, whenever we see another team use it, or if we use it again, we'll include that in there, oh, it's the Jungle Gym, so watch your step and all that stuff.
And thanks to Spencer, when we finally started putting this plan into action, he's like, why don't we call it the Jungle Gym podcast? I'm like, let's fucking do it, dude. That sounds sick as shit. Yeah. So here we are.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So sick.
Yeah, so basically it was, I had the same thing as Max. When we would be on defense and a team would rush us the first time, us defending, we would just be like, okay, well, it's time for the trap operators, Frost.
It is
Frost, Legion, Capcan, you know what I mean? And then, Jungle Gym started from there. And then I think, me personally, I feel like I add Ela into there too, but the original Jungle Gym is Capcan, Frost, Legion.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Although lethal,
and then any other
used to be lethal, I guess.
Right, and then any other trap that you can bring to make it a 5-star.
Yeah.
Be the ultimate Jungle Gym.
Yeah, exactly.
One time we did it, I brought a Goyo. I think Goyo was added.
Yeah, there you go.
We
gotta find that perfect mix, and we'll find it one day. But Frost, Legion, Capcan, obviously those are some of the biggest trap operators.
Ella might be it.
Need to be there.
Those last two.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, and Ella. I forgot about Ella.
I
forgot about Ella. That's the pretty much the last one we thought of because
I said Ella.
Yeah. Oh, you did say Ella.
Yeah, Spence said Ella.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucy, fuck it. There's the 5-stack.
There you go.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Smoke.
toxic.
Smoke, yeah, Smoke is a good one too. Just some good operators that will help you get kills or help hinder their progress into
deny area.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
But anyway, that's the name, where the name came from. I thought it was too good to pass up on. And before we actually delve into what the podcast is going to be, because obviously this is going to be some place we can get together, talk about the patch notes, the way the game's changing, operators when they changed, if we liked it or not, new sites, everything that's happening with Siege right now and in the future. This will be something that'll bring us together and down the line future future people in with us, like special guests, you can call them, and we're just gonna. I guess the thing we want this to set apart from other podcasts is the fact that none of us in any way are godly at this game, but we've known the game so much over these past years that we played it that we will give you our insight on in the minds of actual like silver, golds, plats, and how we play the game.
We're talking silver gods,
right? Silver gods, gold gods. You know, like it's something that people don't really relate to because all the big YouTubers are godly. But moving forward, this is going to be what we're getting into now. This is going to be the standard moving forward, where we thought we were going to give some people individually time to talk about themselves, but we made a big list of things on how we got into this game, when we started, and we're just going to tell you guys a little bit about ourselves and bounce it off each other, and we'll just go from there. So we had a list on who's going to start, but like I said, I think we're just going to talk about these things together, and maybe that'll bring more, I don't know, a different vibe to it, because if you guys heard one person talking separately for 15-20 minutes, I could think it could get a little boring. So we're just gonna go down the line. I moved some things around, guys. I don't know if you went in order with your list. I moved some things around just because it would have been better with the flow just by myself. So we'll just have time to find the questions when we bring it up, and then we'll just go from there. So but I know we already introduced ourselves, but let's just go down the line and do that separately. Introduce yourself, your gamer tag, when you started playing Siege, and your favorite season so far. So that'll be our own separate thing, just like the same as like our guests when they show up. So Max, why don't you go first?
All right, so I'm Max O'Donohue. Gamer tags is Max15200 on Xbox. The operation I started was Skull Rain, so with Capitao and Cav.
What? No way.
Ooh, favorite season? That's a tough one. I think it's gonna be with the Australians, with Mozzie and Gridlock.
Outback.
No, it's Burnt Horizon. Yep. I got you.
I think
Burnt Horizon. Yeah, Burnt Horizon.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite.
Is there any reason why? You don't like Outback, do you?
I don't like Outback, but I like how
I thought you did like
Outback. They released a new map, and they also had 2 really strong, really helpful new operators that actually did something without breaking the game.
And
so I thought that was a good.
Gridlock is probably one of the most underrated operators in the game. She's still like, S level, A level severely. In my opinion. Yeah, I've always loved Gridlock.
Yeah, so. And Mozzie's name is Max, so I mean I kind of have to.
There you go.
Dig on that one.
All right, Ryan, I'll send it to you. How about you, man?
All right, I'm Ryan Wolf. Gamer tag was MCM Demon. The MCM, that's an old throwback from the Halo 2 clan days, the Motor City Mafia.
Yeah, baby.
Just stuck.
Respect.
Started playing Siege, I think right when it came out, I tried it, and like just we weren't together yet. So I'd say my first season really playing, same as Max, is Skull Rain. That's really when we kind of got into it, and that's when I started taking off with it.
That's when Cav and Capitao came out, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep,
I didn't
correct.
realize you guys started so far
back.
That's weird. Was it Velvet Shell, Skull Rain, and then shit. Am I out of order? Because is that the same year as Health?
I
think it was Skull Rain. It was Health, and then Blood Orchid. I think.
And then Velvet Shell.
Black Ice
Rain,
was
right?
the first, then Skull Rain, then Velvet Shell.
Right. Okay, so you guys went far back. I didn't realize. That's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's
been some gaps,
a break.
but...
Oh yeah, there was breaks involved for sure. We can get into that later.
I think when I came back, Alibi and Maestro
we can get into that later.
Operators.
Alibi. Oh, Parabellum.
My favorite thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I want to talk about that. Let everybody else go, and then I have something to add to that for sure. But Trent, tell us a little bit about you, dude.
Oh, no, Ryan, take it off a little bit. You didn't get too much to speak. Kind of stole it from you when we went off the reins with Cav and Capitao.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
Ryan, what's your favorite season, bro? What was your favorite season?
I feel like I'm just copying Max because mine is also that because I love Mozzie.
It was a good season.
I will, get a little bit ahead of us.
That's so
One
tough.
of my favorite maps.
That's weird.
Ozzy's favorite operator.
That's so tough. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, that's honestly crazy. I would have never guessed for you guys. That's really weird. Well, it's not weird, but I would have never guessed. Go ahead.
Bro, I would say, what was previous season with Ace?
Oh, shit. Not Steel.
Was it Steel Wave?
Right?
It was Steel Wave.
Steel
Wave,
right? Yeah. I actually like Steel Wave. I think overall it was pretty
Max,
good.
your audio is cut out.
That's a good one.
Max, we can't hear you.
Max
Trent, take it away.
Hi, I'm Trent. I'm Garrett's twin. So my last name is Confer.
You're pointing over to the right.
I started playing just after Operation Health, but it was like right before Operation Health ended, because I remember seeing Doc with the pistol in the front screen of it. So I do remember seeing Operation Health in the game.
Way.
But I don't remember playing during it. So I started playing right after. So that was Blood Orchid with Habana and
Echo.
And which Ella. I didn't realize, because that was Theme Park, wasn't it?
That was Theme Park, yep.
So that came out a long time ago. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised by that.
That was the first time they let out 3 operators. Because they let out Ella, then Zofia.
The Echo. Ella, Zofia, Legion, right?
No. Yeah. No, the next season was Ying, Legion, and Zofia.
Legion, Zofia. Okay, I thought he came out with... I thought Legion came out with Ella. But
I might have it switched. I might have it switched.
But I have no idea. It's fine.
I couldn't tell you.
My favorite... Oh, God. I don't even know what my favorite season is yet. I've been tearing it up the past couple seasons. So, definitely Ace's season, because I really loved him coming out because of the AK-12 and all that. But I think I might have to say Blood Orchid when I started, just because the game was really good right after Health. And Habana with Theme Park and all that. Like, I was killing it when her gun was sick. And Theme Park was one of my favorite maps starting off, so that was really a good season as well.
I fucking hated Theme Park, and I still hate Theme Park.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Theme Park on most days.
I love that map.
Well, good to know.
I like the rework.
I'm learning new things from you guys. I didn't realize you guys have started so far back. You guys are going to think it's crazy when I start. Spence, go ahead.
Hey, so I actually had to go back and look this up because I was totally mistaken when I started. So I actually started playing in White Noise. Was the first season that I ever played the game. So that was
crap,
the very.
No way.
So that was the very last season of year 2. That's when I started playing. And I didn't.
Vigil and.
Yeah, Vigil. I think it was. Yeah.
Vigil Dog.
Yep. Yeah, so that was my first season, and I didn't start playing ranked until Parabellum. I didn't know if we were going to touch on that later, but I wrote that down. I didn't start playing ranked until Parabellum.
I think that was all of us.
I don't know. So, and favorite season so far? Probably, I'm going to say Ember Rise. Not so much for the operators, just because I played really, really well that season. Like, that was probably my best season played in a while. So I'm gonna say Ember Rise.
Ember Rise.
Sure.
So that was Goyo and
Amaro.
I forgot it. I completely put that one out of my head. That's a good. That was a good season. That was a good season. Oh,
no, I was playing so well that season, and I just remember like enjoying actually playing Siege on a daily basis because I was in such like rhythm.
Dude,
Spence, we lost
the good old days of Siege.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to bring it back.
So I actually need to expand on this a lot. The first time I booted up Siege on the Xbox was White Noise, and that's because Trent like was the biggest one to be like, hey, me, Max, and then Zach Rabin used to play with you guys. Like, we're loving
Zach
this
Rabin,
game.
Chris,
this game is like the
Ryan,
shit. You need to come play it with us.
Tim, God. Throwback.
Tim! Yeah. He was an asshole, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he was.
He was an asshole.
But No, but he kept like pushing for me. He's like, play this game. I remember I was in my apartment for the first like few months, and I downloaded this game, and I fucking hated it. I was getting spawn peeked. I was getting ran out on, and I was like, dude, this is fucking bullshit. I uninstalled it like 2 or 3 nights. I did. I got fucking bullied, and I didn't think I'd ever touch it again. But like when I get a game downloaded, I just like try it out when I get bored down the line. So I booted it back up, and I'm thinking it was like really close to the end of Operation Chimera, but I fully started playing Siege and Parabellum. Like Parabellum was my first career season in Siege. And
yeah, me too, man. That's
crazy. I think it was all us for ranked, because that's when we first started like getting together and playing. But it's honestly also my favorite season, just because I felt like I was so new to the game that I didn't realize how bad of a state it was in, and like it wasn't really even that bad back then. I loved Maestro and his LMG with ACOG, dude. Oh my god, I wish. If there was something I could bring back, dude, Maestro, ACOG, LMG, dude. Oh, God.
Rest in peace.
So much rest in peace. Alibi was pretty sick, too. But then after that, it's just downhill. I've spent so much fucking time of my life on that game. It's ridiculous. Like, of any game ever. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, Parabellum is definitely
Garrett, you
my favorite.
played more than me, and I started... years before you.
It's true, and that number just keeps going fuck up. You've been playing a lot though, and you've been fucking killing it. You've been destroying it.
I have been playing a lot more recently.
Right. So
we all have, actually.
I think this too. I'm the last one I think to start playing it, and I just texted you guys earlier. I have 300 something hours in the game.
That was
dude.
you. Like, I thought that was Garrett's hours.
That's my hours, and I'm the last one to start playing the game. So
wait, 300 hours?
Oh my god!
No,
300 and like
600 something. No, I thought it was like 600 something.
Well, hold on, where's my phone?
Because when I checked after I moved to PC, I had over 1,000 hours on Xbox.
No, yes, I'm sorry. 627.
Oh my god, dude! It's so much of our lives wasted on this game, man.
It's so much.
On Xbox alone, I think I'm nearing 1,000 hours on PC too.
Oh my!
It's fucking,
on PC.
Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. It's all I play.
Oh my god! Garrett.
Yeah, I know.
That's
it's ridiculous, dude. It's crazy.
I think I'm at like 540 right now. Just Xbox.
I want to check now. I didn't get a chance to check.
But I think that's actually like that gives people enough information about us, like just as players at
to
the
know
start.
that we know what we're talking about. At least a little bit, you know what I mean? Like we put our time into the game.
We just want to be clear.
Kinda.
We are not gods. We are not pros. We are bronze, silver, golds, and plats, and we're barely even plats.
Just to give you insight, Consulate and Villa are our 2 least favorite matches.
Yeah,
so.
And
we're
cheeks at it, dude. Cheeks.
We'll get into that.
Most everybody in this party.
We'll get into
Sorry.
If we see Consulate, get it out of here, bro.
Yeah. Exactly. So I think that's a good standard, asking those 3 questions when we have guests moving forward. I think that gives people a good idea and the insight of who you are, how long you've been playing, just so they know, just so they get that we know what the fuck we're talking about. But anyways, like I said before, we had this whole list that we were just gonna go down the list separately, but we thought it would be a good idea to bounce off each other just so it doesn't get a little boring. But just to be perfectly clear, this podcast moving forward after tonight is going to be a Siege podcast where we talk, we get in depth. We could get mad at each other. We can disagree with each other. We can read the patch notes and shit.
We probably will get mad
at
each
other. We're going to be talking about content.
Yeah, Max, I want to hear what Max has to say because he read the new patch notes coming out with the Tachanka rework, but that'll come later.
Oh.
But before we get into that, I just we want to use this list just to give you just to let you guys know us on a personal level, because we want that to be kind of important. We want you guys to know who you're listening to, why this matters to us, why it should matter to you if you're trying to get into it or already play Siege, and then moving forward, you'll hear opinions from people on different levels than what you're normally used to. So, going down this list, I think we should just go back and forth. Are you guys seeing the same thing for me? It's me, Max, Spencer, Trent, and Ryan.
That's what I see.
That's what I see.
Okay, let's just go down the list.
Yeah.
Let's just go down the list. I'll start, we'll go every topic. We'll just go down the list. So it'll go me, Max, Spencer, Trent, and Ryan, and then it'll just restart. So someone will just start us out, and then we can all talk about it. And I got to get past all this because we already talked about it. Oh, I'm really excited to talk about this. So it's your average rank, your best rank, and your worst rank.
Oh.
And this is going to be interesting.
Why do I have to go after Garrett?
Finish the season or like
finishing?
Highest rank we've reached.
How about just highest in general?
Yeah, best rank in your years of playing ranked and your worst rank, which probably is going to be when you first started or so. But yeah, anyway, average rank. I want to be like, I don't want to sound too cocky or anything. On Xbox, I normally hit.
Oh boy.
I normally hit gold 1. I've been pretty average plat 3, like as I've been playing, because like I said, I switched to PC before, so I have really a lot of shittier ranks on PC. And my best rank was a couple games into plat 2, so that's something I feel like I deserve a trophy for, because I didn't think I'd ever get there. Plat 2 is fucking terrifying.
That's fucking wild.
And probably my worst rank is somewhere deep into bronze. I don't think I ever hit copper. I hit copper once on Xbox, and that was my first season. I think it was White Noise. I think I did my placement in White Noise, and then I deleted the game. So I think I hit copper.
Sounds about right.
Dude, I remember that.
Yeah, it was stupid, dude. I'm like, I'm getting run out on. I'm getting spawn peeked. This game is bullshit. So I deleted it. And then I guess I won't get too deep into PC, but my average rank on PC, I'd probably give myself a silver 1 to gold 2 area, with my best being gold 1, and I think my worst is, I think I got down to bronze 1, maybe a little bit deeper, bronze 2. So I still got a long ways to go on PC. I'm definitely learning, definitely getting better, but it's definitely worse than what I play on Xbox. So.
Right. It's because it's a lot harder on PC.
Which I don't understand, but
dude,
it's gonna be so hard not to get into that kind of stuff. It's just the mechanics.
From what I gathered from it, it's easier. Yeah, it's easier to aim, so everyone's just really good at aiming.
It's easier to aim, but that's what makes it so hard.
Is shade.
No, it's easier. It's easier to aim, and that's what's so hard, because it's so easy for people.
Because everyone's good at it.
It's easier for others, and when it's easier for you, you're more godly, and that's where it gets scary. So
yeah.
Fair enough.
Max, how about yourself?
That's why I never got into PC much.
It's scary, dude.
Sorry, I'm gonna refuse, at least for a while.
Refuse to talk
to get me into PC.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna refuse to talk about your rank.
I'm bummed though, because I'm going after you, and you're the highest one in the group. So my average rank, I would say, is like high silver, low gold, somewhere in there.
Right.
I would say for average. And then my best would bleed. Yep. Plat 3.
Yeah.
You did reach plat 1. My boy,
yeah,
dude.
I reached plat.
That's my boy.
Go, baby.
And then worst rank, I think, was copper 2. And I don't remember what season it was, and it wasn't for the whole season. It was just for like a week.
I know what it was,
but
because me and you were there together, and I know what it was. But I'll bring it up.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Because we both were just like, we were so close. We were like, this might be it. This might be the end of my career in Siege. And it's like, no, man. Yeah, it's an addiction. Yeah, we have to keep
I'll bring it up when it's my turn, but I know exactly what it was.
Yeah, good, because I don't remember what season it was.
But go ahead, Spence. Let's hear it, dude.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, so I'll be generous to myself and say like I'm like a silver 2, silver 1. That's where I usually always get placed. I've hit gold in the past 4 seasons. I've finished in gold 2 out of those 4 seasons, so I'm definitely improving. And the season, the lowest that we were in was me and Max were what was it, Burnt Horizon, with Mozzie and Gridlock, because I took a break after the Clash and Maverick season. I quit, and I was like, I'm done with this fucking game.
It was Burnt Horizon.
I quit at. I quit after that season, and I missed all of the Nomad Cade season, and then I came back at the end of Horizon. And and I played like dog shit getting back into it, and I was like Copper 2, Copper 3, something like that. Like it was bad.
Oh, boy!
But that was a tough week.
My highest rank ever is Gold 2. I was a game away out of Gold 1, and I didn't get it. So
wasn't
Gold
that recent?
2 is my highest rank
was
ever.
that last season?
That was last season. Yeah, I was one game away from Gold 1. So
gotcha.
So
I
do remember that.
Go ahead, dude. I'd like to hear this. I'm wondering how bad you've gotten before, or how bad you used to be.
Bro, I don't remember the seasons past really that much because I remember getting. I don't remember there being a ranked system like the placement matches back in Operation Health and like Blood Orchid. I don't remember.
Oh, because you probably didn't play.
Well,
it.
I don't know because were they? I don't even know if they're there or I didn't even play them. So I don't even remember doing
they
that
were
because
there.
I played Cash so much. But I'm usually placed Gold 3. And that sucks because we all know about the 6 and 4. We're always going 6 and 4 in our placements. And I'm always getting Gold 3.
Yep.
But I usually always take that up to Plat 3.
Plat 3.
I've gotten a game out of Plat 2 before. That's the highest I've ever gotten. But we usually bounce between silver 1, Gold 3 for
we don't need to talk
most
about it.
of the season.
Yeah, most of the season.
Every
it's
time.
literally all of us. It's literally all of us.
Usually I'm
That's
Gold
what we
3.
do.
Most of the time
We go down together.
2-1.
It's literally all of us.
It's literally a ship, a sinking ship.
What was your worst?
I think my lowest ever. Because what was it? Bronze or copper when it was only the 3?
Oh, copper
the
and
3.
bronze have always been there.
So copper, bronze, silver, gold,
Mm-hmm.
plat. So I think the lowest I've ever gotten was copper.
Yeah, I think we've
Copper.
all touched copper
Ooh.
at least once, dude.
Dude, I remember now touching copper 3 because we finished a map. It was plain, and I remember finishing plain and seeing it go down to copper 3. We were playing at like 3 o'clock in the morning,
Dude,
bro.
you
It was me, Chris, Ryan, all of us. Copper 3, and I was like, I'm going to bed.
You guys were in the seasons. You guys were in the seasons where plane wasn't ranked. Oh, that is so. That's so disgusting.
Yeah, that was wild.
sorry.
No. Every time we would get it, we would just
sucked.
be like, well, this is kind of a...
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Ah,
dude. Holy fuck, that's crazy. I think
we survived it. It's gone now.
I think if Ryan once Ryan says, I think we all touched copper at least once in our you know. But go ahead.
Well,
Ryan.
real quick though, because
Okay.
I have a question, because I don't remember. Was copper always a thing? 'Cause
Yeah.
I thought copper.
I don't think it was. I think it was
I thought it
bronze, silver,
wasn't.
gold.
Okay, well,
Plat.
it's always
Yeah.
been a thing for me since Parabellum at least. Oh no, since White Noise because I got copper and White Noise. T?
So I thought copper was
Or was it
implemented
copper,
when Champion
silver?
got added.
I think bronze got added when Champion did.
Ooh,
One of the
interesting.
bad ones got added.
No.
But I don't remember
No,
which
it
one.
wasn't that
Yeah,
late.
because it was
It
only
wasn't that
only
late.
the 4. It was only the 4 ranking system.
No, you're thinking differently. It was gold was 4 and silver was 4, but now you get 3 levels in silver, 3 levels in gold, and 4
3.
levels
I
in
remember
bronze.
that.
Yeah.
No, there's silver 5 now.
Yeah,
There
silver-
never
yeah,
used to
silver
be
Yeah,
five.
there's
silver
5 in silver.
I
It
just
never
thought
used to be.
We
one of
gotta
them
look this
wasn't
up.
there though.
We gotta look this up. I don't remember bronze or copper.
I'll
being
look it up while
both
Ryan
a
talks.
thing.
It's been a thing for a while. You can put right here.
Yeah.
My love.
This motherfucker.
Ryan, go ahead.
This
All right, yeah. So
motherfucker.
mine's it's kind of similar to everybody else. Place either silver 1, but the past couple seasons place in gold 3, gold 2. So I've been feeling good about that. Highest
Hurry up
ranked
and up.
gold 1. I think a single game out of plat, and then we went on like a 3 or 4 game losing streak, and I just kind of lost steam and just didn't care
Yeah.
at that point. I was like, all right, well it's fucking not happening this season.
Yeah.
Move
Yeah,
on.
dude. Once you get to the plat like closeness, and then you don't get it, you're like, man, fuck this.
Yeah,
It
you
gets to
lose
that
all
point for sure.
motivation.
I know
You're
the
like,
feeling.
all right, next season, start over. That's when we're like, oh wait, no, this is the season we're gonna, we'll go 8-2 in our placement matches. This is the season, and it doesn't happen.
Mhm.
And then like, all right, well, we can climb up. Doesn't happen. As far as lowest, same as everybody else. whatever. What's right below silver? I know we've been going back and forth. If it's copper, bronze, whatever's right below silver. Bronze. Yeah. I hit bronze once. I was like, "Ee," and got back up to that.
Oh, so you never hit copper?
I would say bronze or Ryan's always been like consistently decent.
Always been good.
I can never think of a time where I've seen where Ryan's in bronze, let alone copper.
Yeah, we hit the bronze once and then came right back out of it the next night, and I was like, all right.
Damn, what's that like?
Ryan touched on something though. The 8 and 2 placement matches. Am I the only one who's ever done that? Because I have done that.
Yes.
I think you're the only one. I got 7 and 3.
Yeah, I got 8 and 2 one time.
I got 9 and 1. I got 9 and 1.
You did not.
I did. It was on Xbox coming back. That's when I got placed plat.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry, dude. I did not mean to take the. I did not mean to take that from you, Spencer. I didn't. I'm so sorry. I
still have it over everybody else, so I don't really care.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I mean, 6 and 4 is pretty par for the course. So.
I've never even seen 6, 7, and 3. I've never even seen it.
This season I went 4 and 6, so I mean, it's not get too crazy.
I did that on my solo queue account too, 4 and 6. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What did you want to touch on after Ryan was talking, Gare?
Well, did you find if bronze and copper?
I did not. I couldn't find anything on it. I know for a fact that we've had copper, bronze, silver, and gold since I've started playing, at least in Parabellum. I'm pretty sure they were there in White Noise as well, but they weren't added with Champion.
You know what? I do remember Champion being like a big thing.
Yeah, Champion was the only thing added. Yeah, Champion was the only one added. And then they like lowered.
Champion was only like what, like two seasons ago?
Mm-hmm. I think it was.
Yeah, Champion was. It was last year.
It was with it was with Callie and Wamai. That's when they added Champion.
So that was 3 seasons ago?
Callie and Wamai, that's so weird.
It was Callie and Wamai, and then they added wait, was that 2-3 seasons ago? Oryx and Yana, and then it was 2 seasons ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because then fucking Zero came in, so.
Oryx, Yana,
no, Ace and Malusi, then Zero.
Oh, yeah, it was 3 seasons ago. Motherfucker.
Damn, it was a while ago.
It was a while ago, yeah.
I have this stuff available.
Yeah, it's true. And it's hard to look up because no one really understands what I'm asking. If copper was a
rank. At least we can talk it through it.
But yeah, for sure.
All right, so what's the next topic?
Yeah, go for it, Max. Pick from your list of topics, my friend.
Well, I think this is a really good one that we should all go over because I think all of us have differing opinions on it. But let's talk maps.
I'm down with it.
Let's talk maps.
So
let's
talk maps.
So
let's talk Max.
So I think
I'm ready to talk
Max. Let's just do your favorite map and then your least favorite map, and then we can discuss based on
out of everything. So
I would say,
do we want to split it with ranked and casual or just?
I would say just.
Ranked?
I'm probably just gonna do ranked.
Okay, for sure.
I mean, all we play is ranked.
That's true.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows. Everybody hates what's Favela. Everybody hates Favela.
So. Everybody hates fucking Tower, dude.
Oh
yeah. Everybody hates Tower.
Me to talk about my favorite then. No, I'm just kidding. Coastline is my favorite, at least for this season, since Ace has been out, because I feel like Ace is very useful on Coastline, and I really like using him. Mm-hmm. And then my least favorite is definitely Consulate, and for many reasons.
Yeah, go delve deep because we can all bounce off this.
So many.
We're all in the same boat. Yeah. Dude. Go deep. Go elbow deep.
I think the main thing with Coastline is that it can either be like a very structured game, or it can just be a fucking frag fest. It depends on who you're playing against, and you don't really know until you're like 2 or 3 rounds in.
Yep.
So you just you just have to guess and hope
Ride
that you're
waves,
right.
Bro.
I've always kind of felt kind of insecure about talking about this, because if this gets out, people like bigger players, different like pro league players, all like the higher ups say everybody likes Coastline because it's a TDM map, because it's not really competitive. It's just easy to frag on, easy peaks to hold, all that. and people don't like Coastline because it's one of the most competitive maps out there, and they don't know how to attack and defend it. And I'm right there, dude. I don't know. The amount of times I've played fucking Coastline, and the amount of times I do not know what the fuck I'm doing is every time. It's every time I play that map, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, the only thing I know is the basics. You can go above and take out the floor in when they're in garage. You can try to take out the garage, but it all fucks me. Like every single time, every peak I hold.
Wait, Coastline, or are you talking
about
Consulate?
He's talking about
Consulate. Okay.
Every angle I hold, every stair I push, every door I go into and peek, I feel like there's always someone there, and I always get fucked.
Yeah. I can go in on Consulate real hard because I fucking hate that map.
Dude, so. Go right ahead. Go back you up.
We're here for you. Talking about favorites and least favorites is just a Consulate shit fest. Consulate.
So first off, the spawns are absolute shit.
Oh, 100%.
You can get peaked by pretty much anyone. I think one of them might be safe. One maybe.
Yep.
But you're gonna get peaked from any spawn that you go to. And it's just stale. It's been around for so long. Everybody bans Thatcher now, so getting garage is gonna be a bitch. You know what I mean?
And
upstairs, people are gonna push the 2 windows, or they're gonna push up yellow stairs, and then somebody's gonna hold admin. Like it's so boring and so stale, and I can't stand it. Like I cannot stand it. So
I agree with you completely.
Touching on the spawn peaks, when I play on PC, I normally have my buddies playing with me. I literally taught my buddy the admin office spawn peak on the gas station, and I learned the yellow, like bottom yellow run out peak onto a gas station truck. So I literally have those people trapped, and they can't do shit about it. Like unless they contest me and win, we got them trapped in the back of the map. So like. I don't know how they could even go about fixing that, but it's dirty. I feel dirty doing it. I mean, it's fun, but like,
that's a flaw in the map.
It's a flaw in the map that they've needed to fix.
God forbid you spawn police line too.
Oh yeah,
bro, they tried to fix the spawn peak on police line and they failed.
Yeah, epically.
Like, didn't they try and fix multiple spawn peaks on that map and not even do it right?
Nope.
Like. Please do something.
They blocked up a couple of the windows though, but
yeah. There's just so many angles that people can peek.
It didn't help too much.
Like I'm just gonna keep building off of gas station. They put an umbrella so that you can't peek from yellow, but they didn't do anything to fix the admin office peak. So like everything is still wide open.
Way worse.
Yeah, it's just wide open.
Yeah.
But anyway, Spence, go ahead.
No, so I don't want to sound the same as Max, but Coastline has always been my absolute favorite map. I love Coastline, but another one is
Coastline.
Outback. I think Outback is such a sick map, and everybody hates it, and I don't understand why, dude. But I know that it's very defender heavy, and people don't really like that. But it has 4 solid sites, man. Like you can make an argument. You can make an argument for nature or compressor for the 3rd site. You know what I mean? Like it's got 4 good sites, and the aesthetics of the map I like personally. Like Outback is such a good map, and I don't understand why everybody hates it.
Right.
Dude, I completely.
Oh, Trent, your mic just cut out.
I think his Xbox turned off because that's what happened to me.
Ryan, go ahead. I'll text Trent.
Okay. My favorite, I think everybody's gonna disagree with me on this, is Canal. That is my favorite right now.
Huh. Really?
Canal is my favorite.
That's interesting to me.
Yeah.
Canal's your favorite?
About it,
you're good.
Yeah, Canal.
You're back.
It's a little bigger, but it's not like the biggest map. There's multiple ways in. I perform really well on it. What?
Honestly, that's a rework.
Canal, right?
I think that
they rework Canal.
Okay.
That's a rework they've gotten right. Like it really is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can actually,
because there's ones that I don't think they've gotten right, but Canal is one.
Yep, that's something we can definitely get into.
Breaks my heart.
So have we all agreed? Ryan, is your
fellas.
least favorite map Consulate as well? Hello?
I feel like I know what his is.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
He's
thinking.
deciding.
Yeah.
I feel like it's between two.
It's between two for
no,
all of us
it's
to be
Consulate
honest.
or Bank right now. Actually, no, I'll break.
Huh.
I'll be the contrarian. Bank right now. For
Dude,
some reason,
Ryan,
I'm not liking it.
Interesting.
No way, you too?
We've gotten ran on Bank, bro. We've gotten ran on Bank recently.
Yeah, we haven't been
That's
playing
one of those
well on Bank
maps
this
where
season
I agree
at all.
it's stale as fuck. Just like what we were talking about.
Consulate.
It was
Yeah, it was
stale as fuck.
Spence said
And
the same
my
thing.
least-
Bank, I have the same argument with it.
Yeah.
I agree with you, and my least favorite, Border.
Yeah,
Like,
Border
I
has
hate
its
that
time.
map.
I fucking hate you.
Honestly, I've hated that map since the beginning of it.
I am so glad I can see your face and talk to you about this. I fucking hate the fact that you hate Border, dude. I hate it so much.
Dude, that map sucks ass.
You
It's
suck
the
ass.
Same thing every time, and you get like, dude, like, there's the one push we can get with the Ying Rush, which is toxic and horrible. Like,
Ooh,
we're
we
so
worked
sorry
one
for
time.
everybody that we've
Monty
used it
into
on.
it, too.
We've done that multiple times. We apologize, but dude, the other objectives, like, if they have hard breaches and a Thatcher, it's over. Like, they blow open those walls, it's over. In vents especially, if they get in bathroom or if
Vents
they
is
hold
a garbage
hallway,
site.
get bathroom,
Vents
it's
is a
over.
garbage site, dude.
That
hate
site's
that
garbage.
Okay, hang on.
Upstairs is
It's
the
a
same thing over and over again.
Garrett and
I
I
only like
both were
customs,
like...
to be honest with you.
I'm
but
glad.
I hate that map.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Because honestly, vents might be one of my favorite sites to hold. If you and I'll explain why. I'll explain why. I love that's
you
the
like
only
vertical.
that's the only map I can play Castle on well. The new in the new reinforcement pool where I can go up, reinforce the whole upper site, and then castle all
Yes.
above is fat.
Yes.
And if you get a roamer up there holding offices and CCTV, it's fucking over. You put a hole in CCTV wall so you can cover the balcony, so I can just hold above, and possibly offices as well. It's fucking over, dude. And also, I love pushing that site too because you can catch them off guard. They don't really ever expect people to like push up, especially in the ranks we play. And if you can get top site control, it's done and over with, dude. Done and over with.
I like Border. Border's like one of my favorite. I do think that they need to add a little bit to it, but I don't think it needs like a full-blown rework. I like it because it's comfortable. Like every site, you know what's gonna be happening. You know where they're gonna push from, and like you know what operators to bring.
And
like when I think of ranked, I think of Border.
Yep, I do
just
too.
Like a standard ranked match.
And on top of it all, that is where I
just chilling.
I first learned how to play Mira, and I pulled I think my very first 10,000 IQ moment on that map.
Yeah.
And
I remember it.
yeah,
And
you
I'll
remember
never
it?
forget it.
I'll never forget it either, dude. It's in my heart. It's in my fucking brain forever. Honestly.
Ryan, what do you think about Border, bro?
I'm with you and Spence.
No
Let's go,
way.
baby.
No way. Damn. And every time we play,
I think it's just stale. I will give Garrett his point about Castle on that because I play Smoke on that map because he takes Castle for me that one map. So I'll play Smoke and I'll play up there with him sometimes, and that's all right. Well, I feel that we get pinched, something happens, and then it's literally just me or Spence because we're the two anchors. You know, statistically, not to jump ahead too much. Me and Spencer are the anchors.
That's fine.
We gotta watch
100%,
3 different angles.
100%.
I can take.
We have to watch the roto hole from the B site. We have to watch the bathroom wall, and then if they get Gare up top, then we have to watch up top. And it's just like, what the fuck do we do at this point?
It's
and where
hard
do we hold? There's no good place as an anchor once they have at least bathroom wall open, or if they have that other wall open, you're screwed, man.
I
You're screwed.
I can
Like,
take the L on that because it is true. Like we do have a hard time holding the site. If they get get one of the factors that are holding it together, like if they take me out or they get the bathroom wall or something, it is hard to take back for sure. And I also can take the stale.
The refrag's hard.
Yeah, the refrag is very hard on that map, especially if you have someone playing upstairs. And I can take the stale because I felt the same way about Oregon before the rework. Once you play a map over and over again and you start to hate it, it gets stale faster. It feels like it's the same thing over and over again, and you're just like waiting for that rework. And I completely understand that, so I'll take that.
Before we get too far ahead, I want to, since you brought up Oregon, that when I was writing down my list, I had Oregon as one of my favorite maps. But then the more I thought about it, it's like we've been playing it so much, and that's the whole map ban thing. I don't think we want to get into that tonight. how they fucked that up. Where it's like, oh, it's on the left. There we go. Oregon.
Yeah.
They ruined.
What the statistic is, but 75% of the matches are Oregon, and so it's just.
It makes it that sucks because just that one thing that they ruined, like pretty much ruined Oregon for me. Just playing it over and over and over again, playing Oregon and then Coastline and then Oregon and then a little bit of theme park and then Oregon. It's the repetitiveness gets old like super quick, especially if you're like playing for a long time. So yeah, they kind of messed up there for sure.
I like it though because I feel like we have upstairs down and then I think we have kitchen and dining down. I think basement can use a little work, but for the most part,
I disagree with you.
On the site.
I disagree with you. I think we suck on kitchen and we're better in basement. We played this game last night and we were down. They tied at 1-1 and we were like, do we go kitchen or basement? And I didn't want to say anything because everybody else was saying kitchen. We went kitchen, got fucked. Like we got fucked.
But to be fair though, that whole game we lost like 4-1 anyways. I think we lost every set except for upstairs, didn't we?
I don't think there was that game. I think that was one. I think that game went 4-2 at least.
Last night was a bad night.
That was rough.
So just one fuck fest after another. Yeah.
I think the problem
wasn't a good night last night.
Yeah, the problem is that's something we can talk about later as well. I put it in my notes. Once we get together and figure out strats, like we're pretty much unstoppable. It's just we do so much by ourselves that it kind of topples around us and we can't really get it back after, especially the mindset we get in when we start to lose. Once we get that shit figured out,
that kills us.
I think we'll be good for sure. But anyway,
for sure.
Least favorite map and favorite map. Man, because
what was I gonna say? My favorite map is.
Oh, I thought you went.
Trent hasn't finished either.
Oh, he put least favorite.
It's fine because I don't even think Ryan even told us a favorite map.
No, I said my favorite.
He said
Canal.
Yeah. Canal. That's when your headset cut out.
I'm gonna have to switch it up for you guys, and say Clubhouse because I know we all love Clubhouse too. But that map. Every time I see that map, I never get a feeling of.
Fuck, we're screwed.
like Oregon comes up sometimes, and I'm like, fuck.
Right.
But every other map, I can get that feeling sometimes. But I can play Clubhouse like 3 times in a row. And
even if you lose, it's still like pretty much always a good game. On Clubhouse, yep, for sure.
Clubhouse I love because it's like it's the least
fragger
heavy map. It's very like. Okay, you have to get this opened up, and you have to do this, and this before you actually push and clear garage and all that and stuff. It's very more strategic than just run around with any of the guns and just blowing people up.
Right, I got you.
That's true.
Or just a Mario rushing, like some people do too.
Hey,
I'm with it. I was gonna say Clubhouse is mine too because I always have like these stupid strats I pull out. Like me and Michael on PC we call that the GM map just because he takes bedroom peek and I take garage peek, and we just like pinch those guys coming from main gate, and we always get at least one most of the time. But I would have to go. I honestly would have to say Border is my favorite map. To be completely honest.
Get the fuck out of here!
That's a surprise.
I was thinking about it, dude. Like I have maps that I do good on. I have maps I enjoy. Every time I play Border, I'm good. I know where I want to be, how I want to be. I know how to like retake. I know where to peek when I want to, and if someone's gonna be there. I have my own personal good strats on there, and that's like I said, like it's kind of near and dear to me just because I know that like from that map I'm a good mirror main just because of how I hold Armory upstairs. That's why it hurts me so bad because you guys hate it so much and I want to play it with you guys, but you're like every time it comes up
I wish I knew it was your favorite map. It's my favorite map.
Every time it comes up, dude, and Trent's like, I don't really want to play border. I'm like, Trent,
hey, why are you giving me that voice?
Bitch, you know?
Why are you giving me that voice?
See, this is some of the flavor that you can expect on the podcast coming up. You see how well we know each other and how much we hate each other at the same time?
Yeah, it's true. I love Trent,
so
but
what's crazy to me...
also want to wring his little neck.
What's crazy to me is that I really thought that a lot of people would say Villa is their least favorite map. And I was ready to die on that hill, but no one even brought it up.
No, it'll
that's because
we haven't played it, and Consulate sucks.
And Consulate's terrible. Consulate is so much. I'd rather play Villa over Consulate.
That's all we needed.
But of all the maps that we play Consulate more than Villa. We don't play Villa anymore.
We needed this to realize that Consulate was the worst fucking map in the game. Just because we don't play it as much as we used to, but every time we play it, we still.
Do not get it twisted. It is Consulate, and then it is Villa, right there, dude. There's no space. It's right there, bro. Do not get it twisted.
That was one of my favorites.
But least
you
favorite.
You be your own bitch ass Vigil. You go hide in bedroom. You do your thing.
We literally Ryan and I have a strat where I'll hold Master when it's Aviator. I'll hold Master, and then Ryan will castle me away from sight. So I literally just hold Master until I get killed.
Yeah, you call strat. I call locking your ass away and just forgetting about it.
We're fucked anyway.
I can peek study window. I can peek study window if I want to, and if they push me, then I'm just. I mean,
we're fucked anyway. Let's just leave Max to die, dude.
Just being expendable.
He made his choice. He gets fine. You fall behind, you're left behind, Max.
It's like preparation phrase. It's like, all right, Ryan, I have an idea. Just bring Castle, lock me into master bedroom. I'll try to take as many down as I can. We'll go from there. Maybe it'll be a good strat. And Ryan's like, okay, let's do it. And then attack phase. Attack starts. It's like, they're pushing up. They're pushing up astronomies. I'm done.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm very hit or miss with that strat. I can either take a couple down with me, or it's just like. They pre-fire the window, and it's like, damn, I was right there. Like,
right, yep. Of course, I had to be right there.
They just got on the roof,
motherfucker. And then I don't have to delve into least favorite Consulate. Dude. Consulate's right there, man. It's the worst, dude. Consulate is just
real quick.
It's not even the worst. It's just how bad we do on it. But anyway, go ahead, Max.
Real quick, we should talk about a little bit with the structure of the podcast from here on out, because. I don't know if we touched on it before, but what we were thinking is we were going to do 3 from the main group, and then
which is us.
2 guests.
If we can.
The main 5.
Upcoming week. Yeah, and like depending on how it's going to work and who's going to be available or not, we might just do more or less of the main group, but 3 is what we're aiming for.
And we haven't really agreed on. I guess I'll touch on schedule at the end but yeah, just keep that in mind. You're gonna see at least 3 of our faces, and then hopefully, if it works out, 2 new faces every week or every other bye week or whatever. But yeah, that was a good point. Thanks, Max.
That'd be cool.
All right, Spencer.
I am doing a topic now.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I have one that
pick a topic.
I have one I really want to do, but I feel like it was the last one on the list, so I don't know if we should save that for the end.
Go for it, dude. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I think we should talk about it.
Yeah, we can just go for it.
Yeah, I'm down with it, dude.
Okay.
Which one is it?
Your favorite moment in
Siege.
Favorite moment.
Yeah. So this one was really hard because there's been plenty of them, you know, like your first ace, shit like that, you know. But I actually have this one clipped. And it was with in a game with Trent, and we were playing on bank, and it was round 9, and there was 20 seconds left, and it was me. It was a 1v3, and I killed all 3 of them with literally 1 second left on the clock.
Hell yeah, dude!
The greatest thing.
I'm getting hype already, dude.
Dude, it was the greatest thing that ever happened.
Hell yes, bro.
Yeah.
It's so nice clipping that shit too, bro.
Spence has so many moments of clutching around, bro.
Yeah, dude.
So many. Like, so many of his best plays are when it's 1v3, 1v2, 1v4 every single time.
He wins those, dude.
It's never in a group. It's always when he's on his own.
He wins those. He wins those.
I wish I could win him with the group, you know? I wish I could just win gunfights like when we're pushing as a team.
where everyone dies and he's just like,
time to go. Time to
everybody dies.
It's true. It's true. It's like your ears deafen to everything except the game, and you're just like, everybody's like, he's over here. It's like, got it.
I always know when Garrett's listening to the game because he has a tone in his voice, and he'll just be like, we'll be giving calls, and he's like, shut up for a second. And it's like, all right, well, that's it. That's the round. Like, they don't have a chance anymore. Like, it's over. It's over.
That's me, dude. That's me. Trent, dude, go for it.
I'm excited to hear what Ryan's is. If he has one.
I have one, but you go first, Trent, and I'll say my favorite.
Dude, I don't know if I even have one yet. I didn't even think about this one. I didn't have time to think about that.
All right, I'll go then, because I have mine right off the top of my head. When I got my Cade Ace on Chalet, old Chalet, mind you, with the shotgun. I had a shotgun. This is back before it got nerfed.
TCSG, baby.
The TCSG.
First only ace.
What site was it?
Cade Ace with that thing. It was old Chalet.
ACOG for sure.
Basement.
And just peeking them. And I think at one point it was the last one left. It was like 2v1 or 3v1 in the end, and I clutched the round. That was my favorite. Because that's, it was one of the other things is, what was it?
That gun is so hard to use.
Mine is that shotgun. Yeah. That was my
the base shotgun.
Dude, the old TSG.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I never used it. I was never good with it, but I completely understand why you would miss it. They nerfed it.
Yeah, okay, Ryan used to run it with that one.
I definitely have a favorite moment in Siege. Probably in the most recent season, not this one. It's not on that screen anymore. But not this season, but the season before, when I finally got Tronsky from that 0.8 KD that he's been sitting at since 2016
to 0.1
up to a 1.0.
I feel you,
and
dude.
I'm finally getting it to a 1.1 now.
I feel you,
that's
dude.
insane to me because I was 2,000 kills between. Like, I had to clean that up.
Checking those stats, seeing it close in, seeing like you're not getting farther away, you're getting closer and closer. I'm with you, dude. I was doing the same thing. I remember watching Jarbardinky or Jarbardinks on my Xbox and Jarbardinky do it. I got it really fast on PC, but Xbox took a lot of work, and it felt really good.
Oh hell yeah!
Trent, what about on Old Oregon? When it was me and you playing, and we fucking all, dude, and we, oh my god, Trent just hung out and spawned. It was a 1v5, and he just hung out and spawned, dude, and they all just kept running one by one, and he just headshot.
Yeah, it was one of those, because I was like, yes, keep coming, please. The run out. So you could just see the red name, see him running towards me. I was like, come on, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I looked in the window and I saw Capcan's fat ass running back towards me. I put a couple into him in the hallway, and I ran around. And I ran around into the big tower. I mean, jumped in, looked into sight, and there he was, just chilling behind a seat, peeking towards me. And then dumped him. That was, dude. That's my favorite ace to date. I have a lot of them, and I have a lot of them saved, but that is my favorite one for sure to date.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh god, that was so good.
Oh man, so I actually have one long one that I want to paint a picture for you guys, and then one shorter one. I was playing on PC, and this is when I first started, and I was shite. And I think this was the turning point for me, dude. I think this is where I was starting to get good. I was playing Smoke on Skyscraper.
On PC?
Yep. And Sight was in kitchen and whatever, dining room or whatever. I forgot what it was. Barbecue, yeah.
I missed that.
And
I missed that, man.
I was holding the hatch above.
That's one of my favorite sites.
The thing comes down. It's 1v5. I have the SMG and the shotgun. I'm peeking the sight. Goes to 1v5. It's just me and 5 other people. I peek someone with the SMG. Take him out in the back left corner. Take some guy out in the window. Take 2 out in the window. No, I take 1 out in the window, and then one's coming up the back stairs right next to Geisha, and he has the defuse. Last one is Blitz and Zofia. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking win this, dude. I put a smoke grenade on the Blitz, and everybody's like talking to my ear. They're like, he's over here. There's like one over here. And I'm like, just watch that camera and let me know when he pushes stairs. And they're like, okay. I lay down behind bar, and I'm like peeking. I'm right underneath the right, like really close to the stairs, and I hear Blitz's little feet moving, and they're like, do it now, and I fucking click it. And it takes a couple seconds, and he dies. And they're like, "No fucking way, you're insane." And then I peek, and I just fucking shotgun blast Zofia. Dude, Zofia fucking flies. My first ace on PC that I was searching for so long. I was not close to tears, but it sounded like I was crying, dude. I was screaming. They're like, everybody was like, didn't understand. They're like, it's just like, congrats, it's a video game. But I'm like, dude, it's so much more than that. You don't fucking understand, bro. You never get it.
This is a lifestyle, bro.
And then, probably my second favorite is a quick one. I switched from PC to Xbox for a bit, and for some reason it was just godly that like the first time I came back to Xbox, I was insane, and it was on New Oregon, and I think it was like a 2v4, and they're in master bed, and I was coming from the hallway trying to go up main stairs, and I just chucked up a little nitro cell and blew it, and I got my first. I want to say it was a double nitro cell. I want to say triple, but it was my first double nitro cell I've ever had. Just a random no ping double nitro cell. I was like, crisp, dude. So crisp.
You're not gonna talk about that 20 piece you dropped on New Oregon?
Oh, we don't have to talk about that. We don't talk about that. 23 piece, by the way. Yeah, really quick. 23 kills. I reached the 20 threshold by getting an ace. Yeah, I was.
Either way,
it was crazy. I was at 15 kills.
Let's do that real quick. Not to cut you off, Care. Let's do that real quick. Best game stats, real fast.
That one.
I went 17-6 on Cafe when it first reworked.
23
that was
and
my best
I want to say
one.
23-5 on New Oregon just a couple weeks ago.
23-5, you fucking psychopath. 18, I think it was 18-8.
Yeah, but that was ranked, so you definitely still have the best ranked score.
And it was ranked 18-8, and it was the last round, and I got ran out on by Bandit. I'll never forget his stupid fucking face.
Yeah, I was there.
On Cafe.
I was there.
I was like, 18 kills, last round, let's. Good night.
Ryan?
I think mine's 14-4. I
sure.
can't remember. I never paid attention to it.
Spence?
I'm always hard for each.
Ryan, you gotta watch out for that, bro. Fair enough.
It's true. Ryan is the good support. Yep. Ryan is the support guy.
Mine is on not Bank. Mine is on Clubhouse. 13 and 4. I think that is my in ranked 13 and 4 on Clubhouse. I think that's my best.
I thought you dropped to 17-4.
Me?
Yeah.
No. I think it's 13 or 14 is my highest kill game, which
for sure.
That's a lot for me. Like, dude, when I'm playing with all you guys, dude, I'm not the fragger. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm not the fragger.
We're all just out stealing those kills, bro. It's a bitch fest. But Max, we missed your favorite moment, Max.
Ooh, so I have two. One of them is because it was the biggest lesson I think I've ever learned in Siege, but I'll do that one last. The first one would be.
I know what it is.
The first one would be. The first one is. It was my second ace, but it was the first time that I ever played Castle, and we were on house, and I killed 4 of them. And then the last guy downed me. But I was safe. The guy left and was chasing down Trent, and Trent wrapped around, picked me up, and then left again, and then I got to kill the last guy and got the ace.
Fucking teamwork, dude. Teamwork at its finest.
It was like the best, like the nicest thing that Trent's ever done.
Yep, I feel it, dude.
And then my second
dude, ace up.
This one's kind of hard for me.
I think I know what this is too.
Yeah,
so I think it was like a 1v3. Or it was like a 1v2 or a 1v3, but I killed everybody.
It was on Theme Park.
No, it was on Cafe.
Yeah, I know this.
Cafe. Upstairs on Old Cafe. I killed everyone except for the last guy.
Who was Doc,
right? I was so hyped. It was Doc, and
Everybody knows
I downed the last guy, and it was before you could cancel reload. And so I started reloading after I downed him, and I was getting hyped. And I
just standing over him, walked over and was just standing over him.
And so I went to reload, and I walked over to Doc, and then he got up and looked me in the face and just killed me.
Just fucking.
Yeah, Doc looked at Max in the face, uppercutted him, fucking sent him into the air, then punched him in the fucking nutsack, and sent him flying through Skylight.
I am pretty positive I have clipped.
You have clipped.
Yep.
Oh, you definitely have that clip.
Dude, what's crazy is that was like 2 years ago.
I know.
It
was so long.
That was a long time ago.
All right. Real quick, Trent. Guys, I will be right back. Trent, pick the next topic and go off, bro. I'll be.
Holy
how
crap.
are we doing on time? How much? What do we do?
We're at an hour.
We
and
should
8
probably.
minutes.
Ooh.
So yeah, let's go over like one or two more topics, and then we'll talk about the Tachanka rework.
Yeah.
Let's do one more. We'll talk about the Tachanka rework for sure.
Yeah.
I have a couple that I want to run by you guys because I know we already talked about maps. I kind of want to talk about favorite guns, but I also least favorite guns. But I also want to talk about maps that you think need a rework, and maps that you miss, like old maps you miss because they got reworked. So you guys want to talk about weapons? You guys want to talk about maps again? You want to keep it maps for this one?
Yeah, let's just keep it maps. We can touch on other ones.
I'm gonna tell you. I'll go first. I'll tell you right now that I miss Old Chalet because Old Chalet was one of my favorite maps of all time. So.
I think Spencer has an echo because Garrett put his mic down too close to his microphone. We have an echo right now.
Is it on the stream or is it just in the party?
I think it's in the it's in the party, so I don't know if it's in the stream or not.
I don't hear it in the.
No, I hear it.
Yeah, I hear it right now.
Is it
Hear it
me?
in the stream.
No, I just hear it through my headphones. I think it's in the party.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Is it like a heavy echo? Like heavy enough that we shouldn't keep going?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Okay.
There he is.
Dad, no problem.
Here.
What's up?
We just had an echo right. Oh.
Is it good now?
Still there.
Is it?
Hello?
Still have an echo right now. Hello?
Is there an echo, Gary?
I kind of hear it, yeah.
Garrett has one, Max doesn't, Spencer does. I think Ryan does.
Hello?
Yes, Ryan does.
Oh, I hear it.
Can you guys still hear it?
Yeah.
I hear it faintly. Is it like in the actual stream though?
Natalie just said it was. She said it's not too bad, but.
Definitely there.
Is it me?
Where did it come from? Because it came from after you left here. Oh, it's gone now. We're good.
Oh,
okay.
Is it gone?
A little bit,
Yes,
yeah.
It's gone.
This is let's
If
go
it's
with
there,
it.
it's really faint. So, Garrett, topic is maps that you miss because they got reworked, and maps that you think need a rework.
Okay, for sure. I'm thinking we should
Spencer was starting us off.
I'm thinking we should do 2 more, just because that would mean everybody would get a topic. Ryan still hasn't done his, so let's just do 2 more.
Oh yeah, for sure. So let's just go map that you think need a rework then.
Thank you, Natalie.
Okay.
So map that I think needs reworked.
Yeah.
Correct.
Fucking Consulate. This is simple and plain.
Everybody raise their hand if that's going to be their answer.
No.
Oh, really?
I guess on a serious note, I guess one that I would like to see get reworked.
Consulate. Gotta be. I mean, Consulate needs to be reworked now.
Yeah.
Well,
oh my gosh.
And that's the thing that's so hard about this for me to talk about, and probably for people to listen to in some cases as well. Just because we're not like on that level where we're talking about maps that would need reworks because it's needed. We're talking about maps that would need reworks because we want.
Because we want it.
Like.
Yeah.
And that's like I know we keep explaining it, but I think that needs to be like the tone that people need to understand that this is like all taken with a grain of salt. If it happens, great. Like this is what we want, not what's necessarily needed. We know what's needed, for sure, which I'll touch on my opinion. But yeah, it's just take it with a grain of salt. We're just shooting the shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like we have reasons to believe that. So like when we explain it and people agree with it, I mean,
right.
If the shoe
I'll throw
fits,
this one out there just for discussion purposes. I'm gonna say Bank. I think Bank would be a good rework.
Interesting.
Like that.
So do you have anything you want to
like
change
what would
about
you want
it?
to change? Yeah.
The spawn points. I have a thing about spawn points in this game, and I don't know what it is, but like Tower is the worst map that Ubisoft ever created for this game. But the one thing I like about it is that all the spawns are on top of the roof. There's no way you can get spawn peek.
That's a good point.
Absolutely zero way that you can.
That's a really good point.
Zero way you could get spawn peek, dude. And I don't what is it? Alley. You can get spawn peek by 3 different windows. People can run up on the top of the balcony or the 2 windows from open area. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, it's just garbage. And then the 2 other ones, people can run out the main door and look left or right.
Get a fast peek on you. Fast
I agree with you completely.
It's almost instantaneous.
I don't know. I mean, the sites themselves aren't that bad, but it's just been a map that's been around forever. I mean, if you're gonna rework House and Chalet in Oregon, also maps that have been around forever. I mean, I feel like Bank's coming. Like, I feel like it's just a matter of time.
And I'll be here for it, dude.
For that.
Because that's when I feel like I could
feel
take
that,
it.
bro. I feel like they can. I feel like they can take that and run with it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Good as fuck.
I feel like there were some maps that didn't really even necessarily need reworks. Like I like the cafe rework personally, but I do think that it wasn't really.
It was subtle.
Chalet rework.
It was subtle, and it just kind of feels unnecessary in some ways. I kind of understand
Cafe
the basement,
was one of my favorites, dude.
I agree.
Me too.
I miss that a lot. Trent, go ahead.
I do.
Wait, what were you saying, Max?
Go ahead. You're good.
Okay, for sure. I was gonna say Border. Just because, I mean, obviously, I fucking hate that map. But, dude, like, clean it up, first of all. Like, the multiple spots that you can just, like, sit behind those racks in open area customs, that's stupid. Like, the shelves, the metal shelves, clean it up. Take the luggage off the floor. In,
sweep the
like,
floor,
you know what I mean?
Vacuum
in vents, that needs to be straightened out, like, easily.
Okay.
Upstairs needs to be changed a lot because it's the same thing over and over. Like,
it's true.
Like, fuck you, Max. Like over and over, it's the same thing. But I feel like they could do something upstairs, especially with either connecting maybe CC and that room next to, I don't even know the site name. Upstairs. Fountain, and like maybe they can connect that somewhere, or maybe they can connect Fountain and the room in sight better. Make that more open. I don't know. I just fucking hate that map. Fuck that map, bro.
Okay, fair enough, dude. Fair enough.
Just the staleness of it needs to be fixed, because it's just the same thing over and over. Like the same, just like with Consulate and their garage thing. Upstairs pushes, fucking skylight every time. It's annoying.
Fair enough, dude. Everybody's entitled to opinions, except we all have assholes, and you know how that goes. Anyway, Ryan.
Well, Spence kind of took mine with Bank. That was been my one. But once he said that, I came up with one. Skyscraper. I want to see that get reworked.
It's getting reworked.
I think that's coming.
That's coming next season.
Okay, good.
Dude, I'm so excited to see that.
Next season.
Because that was one of my favorite casual maps, aesthetically pleasing. All right, well, I guess that moots my point. But yeah, Skyscraper. I want to see that reworked. I love that.
It counts.
That was actually my favorite ranked map, just because
that or Yacht. Honestly, fucking Yacht.
Yeah, fuck Yacht.
I love Yacht.
I would love to
rework
Yacht
somehow.
Shut! Trey, you're gonna come out here and say Border is the worst map, and then you say you want to see a rework of fucking Yacht? Get out of my face, bitch! Dude, going back to the least favorite map, Yacht. Fuck Yacht.
No, dude. Dude, honestly, I feel personally attacked because I feel like I
Garrett,
actually like
I play Oregon
played my
all day
first
and be
real
fine with
game
it. Oregon Chalet,
Siege
fuck you,
on,
fuck you, pussy.
Really? Because I play my worst
like,
games of Siege on Yacht almost every single time. Next high five, dude.
I love that map.
Next high five, dude.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Well, do you remember?
Yeah,
do you remember when we all
like
used to play? When we first started playing, we only played secure area, and we were like, "Bomb, fuck that."
Yeah, I missed that too.
We were very against it. We were very against fire.
I actually have that on in my notes.
Yeah, it's very true.
I didn't realize how long these individual tasks or these individual points were gonna go for. One of my things in my notes is since the switch back to Operation Phantom Sight, when they changed rank to bomb only, I didn't think I was ever going to play Siege again. I said I was very close-minded while growing with the game, and secure area was the only game mode I played, so I switched to casual and I thought it was over.
Bro, do you remember how devastated we all were?
I was close to tears. Close to tears, dude.
It was,
dude.
It was a whole new game.
Rage
now
fest.
I couldn't even imagine going back. I
know.
couldn't.
I'm with you, dude.
Yeah.
It's just the better game mode, you know.
Yeah,
going back. Going back to secure area wouldn't be the same as us going from secure to bomb and actually loving bomb now. We would still fucking hate secure area.
Yeah, for sure.
There honestly really is just way less skill that comes into it.
Right.
There really is. Push a fucking site kind of thing. It's so annoying.
I'm
all right, Ryan, pick your topic, bro.
Oh wait, no, I didn't...
Max needs to go. Max and Garrett.
Oh,
yeah. So I would say my rework would be on Outback. I think it would be a very subtle rework.
Shut up.
But I do think that there should be some more. It needs to get opened up a little bit more, or like the rooms need to get. There needs
more
to be
windows,
some sort of.
More entry
there's
areas.
There's got to be a way to look into. Also, hatches, roof hatches. Would be
if
they could include a roof hatch.
Hell yeah.
I fuck
with
like
where
one in garage would be so sick.
Yeah, I was thinking one in garage and then one
like the corner of
Shark.
one of the halls in the window. Yeah. Ooh, Shark would be cool.
That's actually really well thought out.
Shark is the only place I could actually see a hatch working.
I mean,
I could see hatch.
What about garage?
I get where his fence is coming from because that's kind of
that'd be a big choke point.
But it's also a big area.
Yeah,
it's
like
huge.
One of the main sites is on the opposite side of the map, anyways.
Right. Yeah, that's actually really well thought out because if you're thinking about the worst choke points in the map, because I don't want to talk ill about it because I actually am a fan of Outback as well. Reading into it and seeing everybody's opinions on it and why people hate it. It's very understandable. I don't think they understand that that other maps have the least, like, that small amount of entry points as well. But they're just ripping on Outback because maybe they just don't like it, you know? But
or they think it's too defender heavy. Well, I mean, that's all anybody says.
Right.
Dude, there's not even a spot to Amaru in.
It's true.
From the ground in Outback, unless you're going in one of the windows on the ground.
It's true.
There's literally nowhere you can.
True.
You can go on the roof, but you can't go in through a window at all. It's ridiculous.
So I understand.
It's
I
one
understand
of the few maps
what you're
that doesn't really require a rappel there. Like all the other maps, you need to come in from somewhere, but Outback just kind of like both levels you can fight on pretty easily.
And I want to say
it doesn't really give an advantage to attack at all.
I want to say I'm one of the lovers of Outback, like big time. I'm never against it. I would always rather go Outback than other maps, but I completely see why people think it needs a change, for sure. As for me, fuck. I honestly have no input on that. I think we can just move on because I thought of a map, but I've completely forgot about it. So Ryan,
why aren't you saying Villa? Why aren't you saying Villa?
Because I think Villa is another map that we just hate because we hate, and if we learned the way to attack it and work together more, I think we could be a solid team on Villa. But I think it's
that's a good point.
Once we see Villa, it's all back to the mindset. We think we're fucked and we fuck ourselves because the instant thought is we're gonna lose.
That's a good point.
And the other thing too with Villa is that we've been using the same strats for the most part.
Every time. Yeah, we don't switch it up ever.
Yeah, well, like we've been using the same strats since we've been playing ranked.
Yep.
I've been saying this for many seasons now. We need to start using the foresight. We're so fucking repetitive with how we play ranked that we do this like 1, 2, 3, or we might do 2 and 3 and then 1. You know what I mean? But we never ever utilize the foresight in any map that we play, dude. And I don't understand why.
Yep. I'm never
I just
going
don't
blue
get
bar.
No, but trying to get to go blue bar.
But in like cafe. Why do we never go fireplace and then what's the other one instead of trains?
Reading.
The one just across. Yeah, reading. Dude, that site.
I think it's a better site.
How is it any different from the one that trains? There's no hatch. You know what I mean? Like we never ever go to that site, and I feel like that is for a lot of maps.
I'm with it.
Should start
doing. That's a good point.
I 100% am with it.
Out a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Like just even heading into unranked and trying it out, I'm fully with it, 100%.
No, yeah.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Ryan, what you got, my friend?
Just a quick freestyle.
Hey, Ashley.
All right, my topic is the one I think we'll cover in the chunk rework. My thing. One thing you guys would change about Siege right now. And I'll start because this one fired me up. I want fucking runouts gone. None of this 2 seconds, none of this stuff. I just want it fucking gone because there is counterplay, but there's a very small amount or very specific counterplays. You need to bring, like the attackers need to bring a very specific set of operators to counter it, while half the defending cast can run out effectively.
Yep.
I think that balance is just not right there.
On top of
you
it
have
all,
a gridlock.
On top of it all, too, once you die at the beginning of the round, your fucking level of competence goes down. Your level of wanting to keep playing for the night goes down. You're like, why am I playing? Yeah. I'm just getting shit on. Like at the very beginning of the round, and having to watch 3 minutes of me not doing anything. So yeah, I completely agree.
So
yeah, and like spawn peaks is different.
So
Ryan, I'm so glad you brought this up, dude. I'm so glad you brought this up. Dude.
So what
it's a good one.
So what if you can't run out in the first minute of the game? Because I don't think
that's
they should remove
too
runouts
much.
Completely.
That's too much. I think within
the
first 20. The first 20 seconds, the first 20 seconds of the round, they can't run out because so many of the times that people actually run out. Well, not all the times, but I'd say more than 50% of the times people run out to get a spawn peak. So if they couldn't do that in the first 20 seconds, I think that would minimize our frustration with it for sure.
But spawn peaks and runouts are different though, because the first 20 seconds are spawn peaks. Well, runouts like you'll be on the wall, and for on a clubhouse, be on the wall trying to get into CC. They can run out any time on that door. Or on that wall, I mean on that door outside.
But that's part of the game, though. Like you got to be able to watch that.
Hold on a second.
Well, yeah, and
there should be like a zero timer. If they run out,
zero
they should
timer
immediately be seen.
For sure,
immediately.
I just want to go
and
back
to
Ryan.
I feel like they should take damage at some point because that's just ruining the game in my opinion. I think completely.
I interrupted. I think Ryan still had something
especially
to say
if claymores
before.
Don't fucking kill.
I didn't realize we were going to go on such a tangent. I think Ryan had more to say about
stupid shit, bro.
I did. Basically, I think somewhere up the claymores right now. That's just we need the game's buggy right now. Claymores don't work half the time.
It was fucking
just to reiterate on my point. The attackers, okay, fine, Max, you brought up the point. You have to counter it. All right, fine. So we need a Nomad, we need an IQ to watch for Valt cams, and then we need a Gridlock. That's 3 right there. Then you need Thermite and Thatcher. So there's the squad. Half the time, no one's going to want to bring those because someone wants to play Ash or someone wants to be Zofia
is that usually,
or something like that.
Like for Trent's example of when you're getting CC wall, if you're Thermite and then you have a Thatcher doing that, like Thatcher can watch that run out while Thermite opens up the wall, and then once the wall's opened up, you can kind of figure it out.
Once it gets into the depth of the round and you're both looking into that wall that you're getting in and it's intense as fuck, you're not going to be looking at the run out. Never look at the run out. Ever.
Then you can use the Claymore from Thatcher.
Yeah, see, I'm
with
Max with that
too.
Hold on.
It doesn't work.
Ryan's going back to Clubhouse. I don't know what was said about Clubhouse because you were talking about going to the wall or something.
We were going on the wall.
Yeah, open up the wall and
CC.
CC.
Two runouts on the Clubhouse CC wall. There's one from the garage, and then there's actually 3. Then there's they hop out the window right there, toss Nitro up, and then they run out the door. Max, we cannot spare 4 people to watch all those sites. Thermite has to put the thing up. Thatcher has to get it off, and then so he has to throw the grenade, watch one of the 3. Thermite has to put up, watch the other one. All while this is going on, Pulse knows where you're at. Valk has a cam out there, so the defenders know exactly where you are. And by the time
somebody's on catwalk in garage peeking the hole that you just made.
Yep. So. I think.
So I mean, and then I just feel like that's such a big. If you get in and put pressure somewhere else, but.
I do agree with Spence though, where I think that like in the beginning runouts shouldn't be included, but I do think that they are a pretty big they're important in the game because just saying that okay, we're gonna get this wall open, so now all these defenders are gonna be doing these runouts. You'll get like 1, maybe 2 of the runouts, and all you have to do is just put a cam down. You can watch, and if no one's in that room, you're safe for a few seconds. Maybe drop down on the rappel, check it again.
That's why it's so hard.
For the most part, it's rare for a run out to work if you have like a well-communicating team.
But that's why it's so hard because your guys are going off the wall on CCTV on Clubhouse. Max, you're completely right. Runouts in the game can help with rotations on defense. Let's say you're in like a 1v3 situation. You could rotate outside and go through another window. It can help in just like running out and like peeking someone that's putting on too much pressure on like one side of the site that you need to like lock down. But you have to think that if you take runouts away just because it's fucking you up on Clubhouse, you're also taking it away from other maps that may need those runouts. So I completely understand where Max is coming from because it could be detrimental to defenders in specific ways, but it's all specific to a map. So you have to think if you take it away altogether, you might be ruining some strats for defense. But
I mean, good.
Right. I say fuck that strat. The strat involves you running out. Fucking ACOG.
Yeah, fuck you. Like defenders already.
And I completely understand. This is my thought on it. I was listening to someone saying that on the first 10, 20, 30 seconds a minute, however long you guys think, that red screen where you can't see outside at the beginning of the map, can't throw anything out, that should be there. You can throw out utility, you can throw out Valcams, you can do whatever you need to like help your team, but you can't spawn peek and you can't run out anymore because that screen is
there. I'm with that 100,000%.
I think that'd be sick.
1,000%.
So yeah, I think that's a good way to.
Who's next on what they would change?
I'm just gonna throw mine in real quick. Say the proximity mines because I fucking hate those things.
I'm with it.
I think that just. I think that gave the defenders even more power than they don't even need.
Especially if it's like a 1v4 situation. Like they don't know where you are. All of a sudden a beep goes off. Yeah.
You already got a fucking Valcam watching the hallway. Why do you need 2 proximity mines on the way to the door?
I feel
it. 2 Mozzie drones.
I think that's the most ridiculous thing they've ever had in this game.
I agree with that.
I also hated the hard breach for other ops instead of Thatcher and Ace, but I like that now just because it just adds that little something to the game. The proximity mine is just annoying. It's annoying.
Yeah.
And it just didn't need to be added.
No, I'm with you too. I thought it was a stupid ad.
I think overall it wasn't really necessary. Also,
it wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, but I just don't see it being like. I don't see a proximity mine and be like, oh my god, what the fuck do I do? Or oh, that's useless. I look at it and it's like, okay, I'm gonna shoot that and then walk into sight.
Or it's like
I don't really.
I look at it and I'm like,
it's a
why?
Needed thing. Exactly. Yeah. Like, it's just
all right. I'll take the stance in defending them because I love them. I'll be the odd one out. I like them a lot. Go back to our Oregon upstairs situation. I play Castle. I have the proximity alarm. I can throw one at the top of the white where they don't see it, and then I throw one in like Master or something. So if I hear that, I know they're on white. We have it castled, but I know automatically someone's there because they are there. They have the cam. We don't know. We're focused on either tunnel or the big window. But so that little bit of warning right there doesn't.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, when you're on attack and you see that, when you peek white and they already know you're there, you have to look here. The defenders have to look here because that's where you're going to have to come from because you're coming from the right side wall.
Every time.
So they just have one thing to hold. They could be on the right side. They could be in master or kid's bedroom. They can be to the left behind the racks. So it's just like it adds another element for the defenders to know exactly where you are when they're not entirely sure if you're there. That's kind of like the big problem that we're all thinking of.
And like I'm not gonna say that they shouldn't have been added. I just feel like the timing of it was
a little weird.
Was bad because it came out.
Unfortunate.
It came out with Malusi. So like
fucking
Malusi dropping with those was a bold choice. I think that if they released it at any other point, then it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But yeah, that definitely was
right.
That was
it's touchy. It's very touchy because like you said, I don't think that they destroy the game. I think it could be detrimental in certain situations. So
I would like to see attackers get something similar. Sorry, this just hit me. Have like a pulse grenade almost.
Oh my god!
They can throw it in and it goes off, and then you could kind of almost maybe get like a heartbeat sensor or something, so you know where it is. And
that would be sick.
So the attackers have an idea where the defenders are sitting.
For sure.
Just steal your idea, Max.
I was literally just about to say that the attackers should have gotten the proximity mine, not the defenders.
I agree with that. I
really
fuck with
do
that.
feel like that would have been a better
idea.
idea for it. Because that way it doesn't even kill a defender. It just helps an attacker that's holding an angle.
For like
and then
post
that
plant.
can watch your runouts, and that can oh my god, it solves all of our problems.
Rotate, bro. That's sick.
I like it.
I didn't even think of that, man.
I fuck with it.
Okay.
I fuck with it big time. Yeah, that's big. That's big time. Big time fucked with. Big time.
All right, who's next?
I'll go real quick. I think that the main thing that needs to really get changed is just kind of the hit, like the hit registration, which is more of which is more of a mechanical thing and
which we have no idea how that works.
Yeah, but I mean, there was one. I don't know if it's just Doc, but two really really bad ones that I've seen have been against Doc, where we were playing with a friend the other night and they were shooting at Doc and they were the final kill cam, and we literally everyone in the party counted how many times he got hit in the head, and it was 3 before it counted, and it was counted as a body shot.
Every single time.
And seriously, all like everyone in the party was a full stack. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he died from a body shot.
I think adding on to that too, I think they cucked themselves when they came up with this golden gun. How many times did you guys play that game mode? Like how many times in total?
One.
Oh.
There was so many times.
I know
it's a one-shot kill, right? One-shot kill anywhere in the body. It does like 101 damage, whatever. There are kill cams that you listen to that the guy that killed you, you shoot him and you hear the bullet hit. Like you hear that little noise where it hits and they don't die. Yeah. So they cut themselves because it literally is showing you that the hit reg is fucked because you hit him and it didn't count. He doesn't lose any health.
We have definitely all had experiences just this season where one of us is dead and we're watching somebody else and we'd be like, okay, that was a headshot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like
it's
so
literally happened
times.
to all of us. It's like it's just ridiculous.
Or like in Golden Gun where you'll get shot and blood comes off of you, even though you got shot and the other person's at 100% health.
Yep. And it's just that one headshot could mess up the whole entire game for you. So. Yeah, I mean that would be mine.
Well, especially because like if you're in an intense situation, you're like trying to clutch a round out. If you go to shoot someone and you're aiming at the head and you hit him in the head, you automatically are turning. And it's like
okay, he's dead. Oh fuck, he's not dead.
And then he ends up killing you.
Yep, I agree. That would be my go-to as well, just because it's like one of the two most important things: sound and hit reg. And sound has been fucked.
Sound for sure.
They need to fix sound. Just
bad
all the videos that comes out showing like people like finding just different things. Like I don't know if you guys have seen. I think it was a Core Ross video where Amaru bursts in through a window and you can't hear her. Like you can't hear the grapple, you can't hear the glass break, you can't hear the barricades break. It's very soft. So you're like, did she come in here? Did she not? Then you turn the corner and you're fine.
Yeah.
So.
Did you guys see Flanked video about the people dropping hatches and he stands in the same spot and the person drops from the hatch in Outback 3 different times and it makes a different sound every time.
Yep.
It's like, what the hell? How are you supposed to judge that? You know?
It's so fun, and that's why I wish that's why I'm excited for the next one, just because we can get into. Ryan had a really good question: if there should be a Siege 2, why, or how would they go about it? And I think we can really delve deep into that because it's just it's just if they choose to make a fucking Siege 2, will they fix it, or is it literally just new operators with the same old Siege, same old sound, same old hit reg, same old bullshit? So
we probably should move over to the.
I agree.
The patch though.
Spence, did you have anything?
Other stuff next time.
Or were you?
Yeah, I had one real quick one because I wrote down many things that I would change about this game, but
no way.
But the one is very, very simple, and I feel like I've talked to you guys about it before, and I feel like this might actually end up shooting myself in the foot and us as a team in the foot because we've benefited from this, but in ranked, if you start on defense and it goes to overtime, you should not get defense first. There's just no way. There's just no way.
That's out of the game's control because it is randomized. It's a randomized.
I think that's bullshit. Because most every time we get attack first, we get attack on.
I mean, you may be right, Trent. Yeah. I mean, you may be right. Just because it was supposed to be random. It was. Just like when listen to me. It was supposed to be randomized. Listen to me. It was supposed to be randomized in the map rotation, but it wasn't randomized. So maybe they're lying to our fucking faces. But watch your goddamn mouth, you motherfucker.
It's always
right. No. I think it just should be a set standard thing. If you start on defense, you start on attack. That match goes to OT. That first round to OT flips, because it's essentially a new game. It's a best of 3 at that point. It's essentially a new game. You should switch fucking roles. I just don't get it.
I'm with it.
Well, it used to be where. Or go ahead.
I think that it needs to be, if it's not randomized, if we think it's broken being randomized, it should fully be randomized, because let's say you start on defense on Clubhouse. You win your 3 matches. You switch over to attack, you lose your 3 matches, and they win their 3 defense. So obviously defense is winning. So why is it fair that we get defense over the next team? It should be fully randomized, but it's obviously, like I said, if it's the same as the maps and that broken rotation, then it needs to be fixed to be randomized. it's just as simple as that.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, Max, did I cover what you were about to say, or
let's talk about the patch, bro?
No, yeah, we already went over mine.
All right, I want to hand the reins to Max because he said something that kind of got me hyped. He said that he read the patch notes for the Tachanka rework, and there was something added in that I don't think any of us know about, but go ahead.
No way.
I think Ryan might, because we talked quickly about it, but basically most of the patch is basically just easy bug fixes. Nomad doesn't have... She can't float anymore, so she takes fall damage again.
That's good.
Tachanka is scary. I'm not gonna lie.
He's scary.
We're gonna have to bring him every time. So
every time.
He has 10 canisters, and the range of the canisters, from what I've seen from the videos, it looks like it's about the size of a doorway. So it's not very large, but it's still you get 10, and it burns.
Like the area of effect with the fire?
Yep.
Yeah, it covers about the size of a doorway.
Okay.
Also, he can withstand, like Sophia.
Yep.
I saw that too.
If he's down but not out, he can stand up now.
Yep, for 5 health.
Which
just like Sophia. It's terrifying! You have a giant fucking LMG that puts holes in walls, grenade launchers that if you use 3 can cover the whole area of a door, and now if you down him, you just see him going, "You're fucked."
well, what's something
scary?
Well, what's something to think about is you guys were all just shitting on the proximity alarms, and I'm not the biggest fan of them either, but with Tachanka in particular, he throws that proximity alarm, he knows, boom, throws the fire, they ain't coming that way.
Or if they decide to push in, they're fucked, because you got that LMG pointing straight at their skull, dude.
Right, exactly.
Well, my thing is that they basically took smoke.
Skull, dude.
They took smoke, they made him have a baby with Bane.
Injected him with steroids.
And then made him Russian. And now all of a sudden they're just like, let's toss him in the game. And now there's no way. Like,
dude, do we know how much the LMG had, like the damage amount and the drop off, or do we not know about that yet?
I do not know the damage amount, but I know he has at least 61 rounds in the mag.
Yep. It's fucking
and he has a 3 armor. But the big thing too that and I do have to call out Koros and 6 News because they released a video about it today. But the big thing that I actually like is Oryx and Melusi swapped guns.
What?
So Oryx has the
T5?
Melusi has the MP5.
Melusi has the MP5.
What?
Rip Melusi.
What? I fuck with it. That takes away this
a little bit more, and it makes total sense because the MP5 is kind of it's not a great gun, so it's a slight nerf. And then with Oryx, he gets a buff because it's a more close range, higher fire rate gun.
That's insanity.
So it works, but that's the first time that they've swapped stuff, and I'm excited. I love it.
Dude, Melusi, dude, you're telling me that Oryx has Legion's gun?
Yep.
Dude, that is gonna be so fucking sick.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like
I love
actually,
that dog. Holy
he's actually
shit.
viable, and I'm excited for it. I think it's
I
gonna
fuck
be
with it. I fuck with that.
pretty
It's
useful.
gonna be wild.
Wait. That's like happening? That's happening?
Yeah.
Test server comes out tomorrow. I get to play. I could play Tachanka if I wanted
to. Or Oryx is getting Legion's submachine gun.
Correct.
Yeah.
And losing the MP5 or keeping that and it's like an addition.
Losing that and then Melusi's
I'm
getting the MP5.
actually not sure if they're losing the game or losing their guns or if they're just gaining them. But in the gameplay that I saw, Oryx had the T5 and then Melusi had the MP5.
The MP5K, right?
Wow.
The MP5K, right?
What?
No, just the
or
MP5.
MPX?
Oh yeah, because Oryx had the MP5. Okay.
No, MP5.
That's so weird though. Like Melusi is such a new operator. Why would they switch her?
Because she's OP. She's ridiculous.
She's fuck.
Especially if you know how to use her. If you go up against someone that knows how to use her,
it's over. It's over. It's a rage fest.
Pisses me off. It pisses me off. That's really
interesting.
That's really interesting.
That is interesting.
And I have to say, like everyone talks about how good the MP5 is, but I do think that with the damage it does and the fire rate of it, it brings her down a little bit.
And the ACOG taking away. I mean,
no ACOG is the worst.
And I'm assuming it doesn't have a sight, but I haven't seen what the sights are for both of them. But
right.
Yeah, so when I saw that, I was like, that's
that's exciting as fuck.
That's the first time they've done that, and I think that was a good call.
Spence, what are you thinking, dude?
Agreed.
I can see it on your face. You're confused. I want to hear your thought process.
I just personally don't get it. I don't get why this is even necessary. Why both of these operators haven't even been in the game for a year. And you guys are gonna take their weapons away from them and switch them. I don't understand.
It's just because the T5 is a pretty well established good gun with a nice fire rate. It handles really well. It's a fucking laser beam, and it does. I think it does more damage than the MP5, right?
But so was the MP5 before it lost its ACOG. Everybody thought the MP5, because it had ACOG, was one of the
now the ACOG
top defender weapons. Yeah,
but Oryx also never had an ACOG. So.
Yeah, he never had one.
That's true.
So it was just the base MP5. So, I guess I understand it just because in my eyes, I think the T5 is a better gun. So I'm excited just for them to nerf Melusi because her gadget is too good anyway. And
Wicked.
Oryx, I think people are gonna lean more towards Oryx just because the T5, like I said, is a great gun, and we love it so much. So
yeah. Well, and that's the thing too that I like about it is that they're nerfing an operator that a lot of the community finds scary, and for the most part, good reason. And they're buffing an operator that is not very
underused.
But hold on, time out. Do you honestly think when you say most of the community that you think that they're talking about us or they're talking about pros?
Pro League.
Because Goyo got nerfed strictly because the pros were bitching about it.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean? And like
that's true.
Like the Ubisoft realistically doesn't give a
shit. I feel
shit
like that's a conversation
like,
for another episode.
Oh yeah, I could get.
Yeah, we might have to go into Pro League.
But however, I do feel that this, I mean, everyone that I've talked to, there's no one that's saying like, oh, Melusi's like underplayed, she's not that good, and no one's like, Oryx is the best operator in the game, like he should be nerfed. Like,
I don't see Oryx at all. Hardly.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. He's
So it
very,
just
he's
might
a very
bring
situational operator.
It just might bring more people in because, like I said, the T5 is one of the more loved guns because it's so fucking crispy.
I
dude.
love the T5.
And
so
I mean,
crispy.
I
crispy.
love it.
Don't get
Love
me
it.
wrong. I mean, Oryx is still gonna pretty much strictly being casual. He's not gonna be like an
Right.
actual.
I don't see him coming to ranked
ranked.
anytime.
Other than for like a split level or for like
Still love the gun though.
mid
The
level.
gun.
But the gun is definitely gonna help, I think.
Right. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if it makes that big of a change or it's just gonna be like, why? You know? Because I feel like people are not gonna not bring Melusi. She's OP. When you know how to use her,
She
she's
has
annoying.
a nitro cell.
She has a nitro cell. She's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Her gadget is ridiculous and needs to be nerfed to the fucking ground. But I just don't see her people not picking her anymore. So I guess I guess we'll see what happens.
So can we?
So-
So real quick, because I kind of want to touch on Melusi's utility, like for like maybe a last thing that we can talk about, because you did bring up that she has nitro cell, and I thought about that too, and it's like, why does she have a nitro cell? But what else would you give her though?
Proximity
Barbed
alarms,
wire.
Like what would?
barbed wire,
Yeah,
deployable
but both
shields.
of those are maybe a deployable shield, because barbed
Barbed
wire.
wire.
I
and
say no to the shield,
proximity
but-
alarms are helping her have situational awareness of where people are coming from. So then she has like up to 5 things that can tell you where people are.
Impacts.
Just her
Okay,
alone.
so, but how she has impacts? I think it's impacts or nitro cell, isn't it? That what it is?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
those
she's
two.
got two.
So why would you not
She's
give her
insane.
barbed wire? Barbed wire slows you down. That enhances her gadget, which slows you down. If you're
Too
gonna give her
OP.
anything, barbed wire makes
Yeah,
the
but then
most
she's
sense.
getting 5 of them though. She's
Okay.
getting 5 things that slow you down and give you audio that someone's coming from that way.
Now that I've thought
By
about it, let
yourself.
me break it down. You give her a shield. You put the shield in the middle of the hallway and put a Melusi in front. People start moving forward into that Melusi. She can quick peek. Not viable just because it's a little too OP. You give her barbed wire. She can put the barbed wire right in front of her Melusi gadget. People walk through the barbed wire, get slowed down even more. Not viable. It's too OP. You give her a fucking bulletproof camera. You put Melusi down in the hallway, bulletproof camera in the back, hold the corner, watch the camera, make sure they're not peeking you, or when they go to destroy your gadget, quick peek them, shoot them, kill them. Not really viable. So I guess it's all not viable for her. So, but I think just because the nitro cell, when it might be the most, just because if she tries to like peek and throw it out, that gives you a chance to kill her. Everything else is more leaning towards her, like, you know, just focusing on leaning. You can kill her. I guess it just makes more sense than all the other ones. So,
And
yeah,
like, I still am on the train of taking away one of the Banshees.
I'm
Like
with
I
it.
think it could have kept. I think I
Agreed.
even would go as far to say to that they could have kept the same proximity. Like they could have been reaching as far as they did the AOD, but just give her 2 instead, and that would make it a lot easier.
well, it's just the fact that people. The way you play her is you stack 3 Melusis up on site, where you can get a good angle on them, wait for them to hit every single Melusi, and then peek them, and they're fucked. They can't run. They can't like dive back behind a corner. It's just ridiculous, dude.
But I mean, I feel like they've said the exact same thing about Jaeger. Oh, we gotta take one of his ADSs away. We gotta take one of it. It's never gonna happen.
Right.
It's
I don't think
never
it'll ever
gonna
happen. I don't think
You
it'll
know what
ever
I
happen.
mean?
You don't
Like,
think
people-
they're gonna take one away from her? I think they will.
I don't think
I think
they will.
eventually they
I would
will.
be surprised
I don't know.
if they take one away from her.
We'll see
I
what
really would.
happens if people
I mean-
bring her on a big stage in Pro League, and then once the
Yeah,
Pro Leagues are like,
that's-
this is bullshit.
Exactly. That's
Then-
that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing because they talked about
Just
it
wait for
on,
Pengu to start bitching. Dude.
Well, they talked about it on 6-on-6 with Antero and Canadian, where Canadian and who's a pro, was talking about how he's kind of scared of Malusi and how it's gonna be it's a game-changing operator being released.
But is it game breaking or game changing is the big question. Like, is it unfair?
But it doesn't.
100%.
It doesn't matter. The pros are going to decide, man. The pros are going to decide.
It's really how it is.
It's as soon as those two operators get into pro league and the pros can start getting in on them in matches, dude. They're going to exploit it. They're fucking amazing. They're gods at the game, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The operators have
I got something to touch in on this because Trent knows this. I have a massive history in Smite. That was like my go-to game, and they have a decent pro league there. Games like this where there's operators, balancing like that, pro league sets everything, and you can't change it no matter what.
Yeah, no matter how much bitching.
You run into the same problems in Smite and other games like that. New God, OP, everything has to get and then they get nerfed down to the ground because some pro finds a way to exploit the system.
Yeah, and that is the thing too, because Malusi and Ace are released in the pro league and they have been playing with them, and Malusi is brought for a lot of the strats. However, the problem with that is that most of the time the pro league teams work around that, and so it's hard to, I get what you mean that pro league kind of defines everything, but it's difficult for a silver and gold team to work around Malusi. So I don't know.
It's just gonna be decided by pro league, so we're gonna have to sit, wait, and watch.
And that
was
that was another thing. Ace got nerfed. Ace got nerfed a little bit too for this upcoming patch. So instead of breaking 3 panels for each Selma, he only breaks 2.
No,
so
fuck that fucking way.
It's not a huge nerf. It's not really a nerf.
You can still jump through it.
I kind of like it. Yeah, I feel like I've never thought of a situation where the third one was detrimental. Like, oh my god, I couldn't get that third one off. But because you can still vault, you still have a way to look in.
You can still crouch.
And when I first saw it, I thought they talked about removing a whole Selma, but it's like, no, they just took off one of the panels that I can remove.
So does it still take 2 to take out a hatch?
Hard breach, yeah. A hard hatch, yes. I think it still takes 1 to take a soft.
They'll never change that either, because that's Hibana's role. Hibana's thing is that she can open 3 hatches, and they will never.
Yeah, I'm not saying to do that. I'm not saying that it should. I'm just curious if they said anything.
I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Hibana.
Right.
But.
This is the Jungle Gym podcast.
Yep. So any finishing thoughts before we finish out the first episode? Beautiful people.
Just that I'm excited to do so many more.
Dude, I had a fucking blast tonight.
This is gonna be so great.
The fact that we had this whole fat fucking list of all these things that we wanted to talk about just as an introduction, and we went so deep.
We got through a third of that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, not even.
When we get the shit on the table, where we're gonna get we might get heated, we might have arguments, we might talk about it and disagree with shit. It's gonna get hot and heavy, boys, and I'm ready for it.
And tonight was a good example of that. I don't think there was ever something brought up where we all agreed on it.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be enjoyable. But anyway, now that our first podcast is coming to an end, I would like to request a few things from our audience. I'm gonna leave. I've had it open for a while. I'm gonna leave a suggestion box down below in my about page. I would love for you guys to go down there and put any topics about Siege that you think should be taken out, should be put in, should be changed, map reworks, all this, like any topics you want us to talk about down in the suggestion box.
Even operator ideas.
Like, yeah, I would love that, because if we'll be down to rip on you guys.
Do a segment
that operator's stupid.
Sure.
Or even like, oh my god, that's such a great idea. People are so creative. I'd love to hear it, but I would like to get you guys involved. So please use the suggestion box down below. Also, this is what I wanted to touch on. The plan was to do it every other week. It seems like after tonight, we're probably all going to want to do it. I would have wanted to do it every other day, but we might start off.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, right. We might start off weekly. and then go from there, just to feel it out, like see what you guys think and all that. Also, I'm gonna see the feedback, which is gonna be very important to us. I think we got a few bugs that we need to fix, audio glitches, a bunch of just little things that make it go smoother.
It's gonna be huge.
I'm also gonna do a little harmless plug. My YouTube channel has been pretty quiet for the past few months, but I'm gonna take these VODs mostly uncut. I might add a few things here and there, and I'm gonna stick it on my YouTube page. Don't bother looking up Jarbar Dinky because it doesn't pop up. So just go to my About page down below, and once you click on the YouTube link, it'll take you right there. And if you want to show it to your friends, if you enjoy it, if you want to come back and watch it, if you want to go look at the points we made and then come back to argue it, please talk in our chat, because I can stop send it up. Send it up. We would love to argue with people in our chat, dude. That would be so sick. That would be so sick.
I also want to throw out there, if anybody's watching and you guys got a 5-stack and you want to challenge Team Jungle Gym, let's
go. Let's go. We are mostly all on Xbox. Max Spencer. Yeah, right. That's some diamonds, dude. Max, Spencer, Ryan, and Trent are only on Xbox. I play on PC and Xbox from time to time, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, that would honestly be sick. I actually really like that idea. So yeah, hit me up in chat. Hit me up in the suggestion box.
Friendly scrims. I didn't mean it seriously. Friendly.
Yeah, friendly scrims. But we will raid.
Money matches.
We will raid.
So anyway, have your PayPal ready, boys.
Anyway, anybody else need anything to say, or are we good?
I'm good.
No.
Rock and roll.
Keep listening. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be sick.
I do think that we should definitely make this a weekly thing.
I'm down with it. I enjoyed myself a lot.
This has been a blast.
Yeah, and we hope you guys enjoy as well. Feedback is everything to us, and keep watching. But either way, thank you guys for watching. This has been Jar,
Max,
Spence,
Brent,
and Ryan.
And thank you guys so much for watching the Jungle Gym podcast.
Thanks
and
for watching,
I will
everybody.
catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.
Hey-o.
Keep it cool, everybody.
Dude, that was so sick. We had so much fun.
Good shit.
Peace out, y'all.
That was fun.